Welcome back to more Global War 1936, Operation Lone Ranger. Kaiser Khan here with another video. This time we're doing turn 7 for the Commonwealth and the Free French. So the dastardly Germans decided to declare war on us, and they were able to take out Paris, although by questionable means. Let's be fair here. Being able to non-combat some motorized after combat moving them into Picardy. But nonetheless, they did suffer a ton of casualties in their assault into France and also into Switzerland and even into Poland. They suffered a lot of casualties. So we're just going to try and build up our forces here. We get a discount on colonial infantry now, so we're just going to pump out colonial infantry, kind of protect our colonies, and then see if we can also maybe reinforce the British Isles some too. So let's take a look here at the special abilities for the UK, because we get call to arms now. So the first time an Axis major power declares war on the British Commonwealth, Great Britain's colonial infantry costs -1 IPP and are not limited to 2 per player in the next British production phase. So we're going to take advantage of that. And we also let me go back here. We also have another special ability that we can do, Operation Catapult, where we can carry out port attacks on Vichy ships in port without a declaration of war. And Vichy will not align with Germany. So that's something else we might want to look into. Now, granted, Vichy only has 2 ships. They have, and I don't even think they're in port. So, actually, they probably should be in port. Does that mean we can conduct air raids against them, or is it our actual Navy? Port attacks. So that's with an air force. So we can use an air force to actually launch raids against their ships in port. Oh, that's interesting. Huh. Well, their battleship is pretty much... Yeah, I think Vichy probably meant to put these in port. I don't have any import markers, and so I don't have any more left. They're all on the board, so it's going to be tough to be like, hey, these guys are in port. But yeah, those guys should be in port. But that means that the British Air Force, if they wanted to, could conduct raids against those ships in port. All right, so let's do some tech rolls. We have 4 of them to do, and we can't advance past stage 2. So we're going to go for radar, advanced submarine warfare, long-range aircraft, and improved factories. So we have radar here at a 7. We also have ASW, Advanced Submarine Warfare, at a 7. We have long-range aircraft at an 8. And then we have improved factories also at a 7. Making sure that's what I want to do. Yep. Okay. Let's see what we get. You know, we haven't had much luck here with technology as the British, so let's see if we can turn the tide a little bit. Okay, 50-50. We got improved factories and we got long-range aircraft, so that's good. So improved factories goes up to stage 2, and then long-range aircraft also goes up to stage 2. Okay, I'll take it. All right. Let's see here. Purchases. So we definitely want to purchase as many colonial infantry as we can because we get that discount. So it's instead of costing us 4 IPP, it's only going to cost us 3. So let's see how many we can get. So that's 12. That would be 4. So we could get 5. So we're going to get 5 colonial infantry, save $1. Okay. Five colonial infantry. Just take advantage of this while we can, while it's cheap. Get some markers out here. Okay. For the Far East Command, they have 7 to spend. And I think they are going to purchase an artillery and another infantry. Infantry and an artillery. So we'll put that on their plate. And then for the Anzacs, we will do a militia upgrade in the South Island and also another militia upgrade over there in Calcutta. That will leave us with 1 IPP to spend. Okay. So militia upgrades. All right, let's figure out some combat moves here. Let's see. So the Italians are not at war, so we can't really do anything against them. So I do have a question. Does the Far East Command and Anzac go up to full production when the Commonwealth is at war? Let me look that up. It might be in this other book. Something tells me I think that they're supposed to go up to full production too. Yeah, they share the same war status. Yeah, when Britain goes to war with a major power, FEC's income increases to full production. And I think Anzacs does too. So, yep, Anzacs income increases to full production. So we need to go ahead and boost these guys up to full production. So Far East Command goes up to 14. That's their full production. And Anzac's full production is here at a 7. Okay. I'm glad we got that straightened out before we collected income and ended the turn. Okay. Combat moves. I think what we're going to do is mostly going to center around these ships here are in port, so we can't really do anything against them. These ships are in port, so our fleet can't really do anything there. Oh, wait, I forgot to take off some of these. Dang it. 6 IPP. So that's 2. So we got to eliminate 2. Boy, I'm glad I caught that, because that would have been bad. All right, so we got to get rid of 2 colonial infantry because we lost 6 IPP in those raids. That stinks. We only get... That really sucks. We only get 3 colonial infantry from that. That's not really taking advantage of much of a discount. Okay, we got to figure out and see if we can launch an attack on some submarines here with our destroyers. One, two. Don't really want to move that fleet because the Italians might get frisky. If I kind of break that fleet up, it's going to weaken them. Let's bring down... Do we want to take them off escort duty? That's the question. Yes. So we're going to take these 2 destroyers off escort duty. They're going to come down and attack this coastal sub. Try and take him out. We're going to take these guys here off escort duty. He'll come down 1, 2, 3. This guy will come down 1. This guy will also come down 2. We can also put this guy on map and pair it with a destroyer to attack this coastal sub. And he can come over. He has a range of 1. We just have to make sure that after that combat phase that we go in and pick up our fighter. Kind of want to bring some cruisers, light cruisers here to help. Yeah, we're going to bring this light cruiser over to help with this attack. Okay. All right. I would like to get these guys here, but 2 destroyers against that, that's kind of risky. All right, so let's roll for the against the coastal sub up there. So we have a fighter at a 6. He misses. And then we have 2 destroyers at a 4. And we get 2 hits, but we only needed 1. Okay. And then the coastal sub defends at a 2. And the coastal submarines cannot shoot down enemy aircraft. So the only viable targets that we have are 2 destroyers. So let's see if we can get a 2 or less. We do not. So we lose, the Germans lose the submarine, the coastal submarine. Now let's roll for these guys here. We have 2 light cruisers at a 5. Both misses. And then we have 4 destroyers at a 2. No, 4 destroyers at a 4. We get 1 hit. Okay. And then the submarines retaliate at a 3. All misses. Okay, so what happens is we only get 1 round of combat with submarines. After 1 round of combat, all surviving submarines submerge. So that's how that rule works. So we will get a couple of submerged tokens here, or markers, to indicate that these guys have submerged. And, you know, the next turn they can escape, get away, go wherever they want. So, but these ships stay here. So I think that's all the combat we want to do. Let's go non-combat. This carrier will come down, and this aircraft will come off map. And this other British carrier will also come down 1 into A28. And we're just going to go ahead and bring the rest of this fleet down along with it. These transports are in port. Okay. So we're good there. I think we can keep those guys on escort duty there. That's fine. We're going to bring this coastal sub over 1 to reinforce this fleet. I doubt the Italians are going to want to attack us, but we are going to bring this fleet out of port. We'll move this marker to indicate that these guys are in port up here in Vichy. And then we're going to move all of these guys over 2. We're just going to move them over 2 in the Arabian Sea. And we'll take this fighter with us. And both of these Anzac ships as well. Okay. Oh, we're leaving a major port, so we can go 3 with the battleship. I thought we could only go 2 because there wasn't a... Yeah, so we're going to go into I-4 instead. And then I don't think that the Italians want to declare war, so... Yeah, and I think we're good for the Anzacs. We do have some transports here. I don't think the Japanese want to declare war quite yet. They could if they wanted to and sink our transports. But we are going to... leave one. This British transport is going to leave Singapore, come up 1, pick up this infantry, 2, 3, 4, go into port in Calcutta, drop off this infantry, and then this guy will bring over an infantry into Calcutta and also a colonial infantry into Calcutta. And that will leave 2 into Singapore. Okay. We're also going to take this Gurkha and move him back to Bengal. That'll put 2 Gurkhas into Bengal. And we're going to upgrade a militia in the South Island of New Zealand. And then we're going to also upgrade a militia here in Calcutta. Far East Command, they will get another infantry in Calcutta, along with an artillery. I'm going to get a plate for that off camera, get that organized a little better. And then Britain has 3 colonial infantry to place down. One will go into Lower Egypt. One will go into Nubia. And then the last one will go here into Rhodesia. Okay. I think that will do it for the Commonwealth. So let's go ahead and collect some income. Britain is at their wartime economy, so 25. Now they do get some bonuses here as well. So Iran has not been invaded by anybody. So because of that, they do get 2. There are submarines. Well, submarines have raided. I don't know if that counts or not. They're currently not on raiding stance. So let me check and see what the rule says about that. There is no raiding enemy unit on a British Commonwealth convoy line. Technically, there isn't. Because these 2 are submerged, and these 2 are not... Well, actually, they are raiding. They are on raiding stance. Let's put that down. Because they did conduct raiding last turn, and they weren't disrupted. So we do not get extra income for no subs raiding, and then we do get income for owning the Suez. So that's going to be +5 for us. The Far East Command will get a bonus of 2 for owning the Aden and the Suez. If I can find... There's the other roundel for that. So Aden and Suez. And then no warships in Anzac territory, which technically there's not. I mean, we're not at war with Japan, but there are no German warships in Anzac territory. So we do get +2 for that. Okay. And these don't apply to... These are only for major powers. France would have to be a major power for them to receive these 2. I'm pretty certain. Let me check under the Free French one here and see. Yeah, I don't see it. I don't think they get any bonuses for Free France for having these 2. All right, so the British get +5 on top of their 25, so they get 30 for next turn. Not too shabby. That's 25, 6, 27, 28, 29, 30. So that gives them 31 for next turn. Far East Command will receive 14 as their base, +2 for Aden and Suez. So that's 16. Okay. And then Anzac will receive 7 plus the 2 for no warships. So that's 9. And that will give them 10 for next turn to spend. Okay. So let's move on to France. So when Paris fell, surrendered, or when France surrendered, they had to give up all their money in their bank to the Germans, which was 10 IPP. So they don't have any money to spend for their turn. Now Allies can lend-lease them some units, and I imagine that during the United States' turn, they will probably lend-lease the French something, because they do have some territory here in Africa that they need to defend. So, so there's really not a whole lot to do for the French turn. We will collect income, but we just don't have any this turn to actually be able to spend. So, and I don't even think we have any units on the board to move around. So I literally don't think we have anything to do. Well, we do have some ships. Yeah, let's move these ships here just to protect against any Italian aggression, potential Italian aggression. Yeah, I think that's really it. So let's collect our 6 IPP. And call it a day for the Commonwealth and France. Okay, so next up, we will do Italy turn 7. And we'll see if Italy wants to declare war or if they are content with staying at peace. As always, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Until then, take care. Bye-bye.